Hello, 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 and happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Paperboy. My name is Nicholas. This week, our topic is a Q&A video. So I have a couple of questions that you guys have sent in, and I will be answering those today. Okay, so number one is how old were you when you knew you were trans? So for me, I grew up in a really tiny little cow town in Colorado, and that kind of thing just really did not exist here, not in the public eye, anyways. So it wasn't until I was about in my early to mid 20s that I even really realized there was anything outside of the binary gender system. My exposure to anything that was not binary gender in my early years was basically early 90s talk shows, which was like Jerry Springer. So that was all that I had been exposed to. Now, I had the vocabulary to define it, and I would have had the exposure to the concept of being transgender, I would have always known. But the vocabulary wasn't there, and the exposure wasn't there. It wasn't until I was in my mid to late 20s that I really even came out to myself. So there's that. Okay, does tea make you more aggressive? Now, personally, I do not think tea makes me more aggressive. What it does make me is now, I don't know if this is, the testosterone or the confidence of actually being who I am, but it makes me much more willing to state what I am feeling and, not go along with things that I don't want to do or don't believe in. I am much, much, much less passive. Now, to other people, I think some people interpret that as being more aggressive. But internally, I am actually much, much calmer. I am much less aggressive. But externally, I'm gonna tell you if something doesn't jive with me. And, before I was a very, very, very passive person. And, I was not really willing to speak my mind very often. So because of that big difference, I think it could appear that testosterone makes me more aggressive, but I would say it makes me more expressive than aggressive. Okay, number 3. Do you pack? I do not. I find it to be incredibly uncomfortable. I'm a comfort whore, and I just don't like the extra things wiggling around in my pants. If there's the only time that I would consider it is if there was like a concert or something that I was going to that had nothing but big nasty bathrooms with urinals and gross toilets and ugh. Then I would consider it so I wouldn't have to sit on the nasty toilets. But that's it. Any other time I really don't care. It's a little uncomfortable in restroom situations, but I deal. I'm not willing to lug around something extra in my pants. It annoys me. Okay, number 4. Why is your voice so high? Well, personally, I'm pretty happy with where my voice is sitting at right now. I don't feel like it's exceptionally high. It's certainly much lower than it was before I started testosterone, so I'm happy with it. And the last one is, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Oh, excuse me. Well, that is I don't know. I don't even know where I see myself next year. I'm not really a big life planner kind of a person. I just kind of do I follow my heart in the moment and do what makes me happy in the moment, and that takes me day to day. So where I'm gonna be in 10 years, I couldn't tell you. Okay, that is it for today's questions. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any other questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the comment box below, and I will get back to you. Okay, I will see you next week. Happy Thursday.